Hey guys, appreciate all the comments and support. I wanted to get to one comment in particular that I seem to keep receiving is everybody wants me to take legal action and sue. The problem with that is, even in my last case, if you go back and watch one of my earliest videos, I was assaulted by cops on camera. All the charges were eventually dropped, but I still couldn't find a lawyer that would do it. What is the word? I can't remember exactly what the word was, but you can't. It's really hard to find a lawyer that'll do it that won't take a payment unless you win. It's not pro bono. Pro bono is free. Contingency basis, meaning if they win, they get paid. If they lose, they don't. I couldn't even find a lawyer for having cops assault me, force me into medical treatment, add charges that didn't exist. They had charged me with drinking in public on private property in my own garage, and I couldn't find a lawyer for that. So you got to understand, most cases when you try to sue a police officer take somewhere between 2 to 4 years, and usually cost you roughly $30,000. In a contingency basis, they take 30 to 40%. So to reach a settlement out of court and pay the lawyer to get any type of real compensation, you'd be looking at $100,000 to $200,000 in suit. If anybody knows a South Florida lawyer that would be willing to take on both cases on a contingency basis, I would love to do it. But other than that, I don't really know. Obviously, there were some mistakes in the video. Somebody had pointed out that I had misquoted the officer for swearing, but he was swearing before the video had started, and as he turned the corner to the car, he saw the camera. And this was 2 days later when I'm on the phone with them, so I misquoted him. I apologize. I wasn't watching the video while I was on the phone. I don't even have my internet set up. I've got people telling me you should cut out background noise and this and that. And unfortunately, I don't have a studio. I'm just a normal person. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't have a studio set up with a green screen. Why you're seeing me cook dinner, that's because, again, I'm still a little nervous about everything that's going on. I've had a little bit of harassment. I'm not trying to put my face on the video. I've changed my name on YouTube. I set up a second Facebook account just to comment on Lackluster's version of the video where it was edited. I've talked to Amagansett Press if he was willing to. I know he normally goes solo, but if he was ever in South Florida, or if anybody's in South Florida, I would like to go along with some auditors to get a little more comfortable with it. Learn the process of finding out laws state by state and which laws they're looking into and rehearsing and all that. I would like to be a First Amendment auditor. I don't think I would pursue it as much as them because I'm not in it for a monetary reason. I just feel like our government is in a complete overreach these days, and I've felt like that since I was 17 years old. I'm now 36 years old. So I've wanted to leave this country for a long time, but unfortunately, there's not too many places that are better as far as certain laws. You can go to Canada, but then you can't have a gun. You can go to, this country, like England, but then it's the Queen's law. So no matter what her royal family does, nothing's going to be done. And all the craziness with Epstein and all that going on, I don't want to be anywhere near any of that. So, her Denmark is pretty good, but again, that's a money issue. How do you travel and set up a new life? Other countries don't let you immigrate as easily as the U.S. You have to have a certain amount of money in your bank account, certain skills, certain trades, jobs lined up, all of that. So that's not really an option. So I'm going to try to help around here, stand up for the good fight, and do what I can do. But right now, most of these videos are just chance interactions. Unfortunately, I don't take shit. So when the police talk to me, they almost always escalate it immediately because I'm not taking their bullshit. Just recently, I've come to the conclusion, if you talk to a police officer, you need to record it. In my county, they don't even have dash cameras, let alone body cameras. I think there's only 3 counties in the entire state of Florida that have body cameras. If you tried to get a public record on a body camera, it can take up to like 2 months. It's going to cost you money. They're going to redact things. They're going to mute things. So you need to have your own record of the events that occurred. And that's basically why I like watching these videos, because they teach you these things. They let you know. And I would like to spread that word as well. But unfortunately, at this time, I'm a little nervous. I've already been assaulted by police in my own county. I've been arrested for things as stupid as misuse of 911. Because they continuously hung up on me, which is why you'll see in this video Lackluster straight up claims that I made it clear that I was recording them. Because if you do not tell them you're recording them on the phone, that is a federal offense, wiretapping. So you need to be clear. If you are going to record the police on the phone, you need to be clear and tell them you are recording. They have the option of hanging up on you, unfortunately. Most of the time with police, it's already a recorded line. They're not going to hang up on you, especially if you're trying to file a complaint. But with the last video you saw, they claimed I called 60 times. That is ridiculous. I have all the calls recorded. They sent out 2 Martin County sheriffs, which is a completely different county from where the interaction happened. And they had no idea why they were there. They stated they were there because I was upset with a citation I got. Obviously, from the video, I didn't receive a citation. I straight up told those 2 cops, and unfortunately, the video cut out halfway. I might have accidentally clicked a button or something. But I told them he had 136,000 views in the first hour. Do you guys want to be the next ones on camera? And I had to cuss one of them out and get him off my property because he was being rude. And then I turned to the other guy and said, I will talk to you, you're being nice. I don't have to talk to you, but I will. If you want to talk to me like a human being. And I don't hate all police. You know, I work on these guys' houses. I'm in construction. They're very nice when I'm doing them a favor. But you get on the road and you're just another average Joe that they can do whatever the hell they want with you. So it's up to their own discretion whether they're going to be a complete moron, or they're going to be evil, or they're going to be a good cop. And it's hard to find a good cop these days, unfortunately. But, I mean, hopefully one of these days I'll get one. Or maybe I'll change the perspective of that department. And they'll reevaluate how their cops are treating the citizens. That's all I can hope for. And, I mean, if I have to sue to get that done, obviously I would. But, again, to try to find somebody who's going to do it on a contingency basis is very difficult. It needs to be a lawsuit that is worth so much money that their 30 to 40% is worth them doing it. So, even with my first video I posted, with them straight up telling me I didn't break a law, and then punching me in the face, charging me with drunk and disorderly in public, which, by the way, they are not allowed to be the complainant on a disorderly charge. I had to go to court every month for 7 months straight, and I had the prosecutor trying to add charges because I was saying not guilty. And he kept saying, if you keep saying to my lawyer, he kept telling me, public defender, he kept telling them, if he keeps saying not guilty, we're going to add 3 more charges. And my public defender finally had to tell him, listen, man, this has been long enough. Watch the video. It's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds. He watched it, charges dismissed like that. Instantly. So they'll try to drag you through the mud. They'll try to do everything they can to get you to give up. And unfortunately, lawyers are so used to getting $250 an hour, they don't want to do a contingency basis case unless they've got a dead solid case. And in the video I showed, it was hard to see that he hit me. It was hard to see that I was in my garage, even though you can see the top part of the garage in the video. And I had to represent myself legally to my public defender because they weren't bringing up those points. I had to point out every little thing that I knew about the law to my own public defender to get them to say something. So, I mean, I can start a GoFundMe. I already have a GoFundMe for the last lawsuit. It's been up for 2 years, $0 on it. I don't know what to do. So, unfortunately, unless I can get some kind of GoFundMe going, or I win the lottery, or one of my cryptocurrencies or my stocks blows up, I'm stuck with the minimum, making a complaint. A lot of you have said that I have to file an official complaint for it to actually do anything, and I appreciate that. I'm working on that. I have the phone number for their internal affairs. I was told by 2 different officers that the complaint was filed, which I don't believe. So I am going to be calling them tomorrow. I'll keep you guys updated as much as I can on what's going on with it. Unfortunately, a lawsuit over something so frivolous is very difficult. And if I do find a lawyer that's going to do it, they're going to be after 2 counties. They're going to be after Martin County for the first video and Palm Beach County for the second video. I appreciate all the support. I understand I'm not a pro auditor, so yes, I'm going to be flawed in most of what I do. I don't have editing software. I don't even have my internet hooked up yet, so this is all over the phone. So bear with me, guys. I'm going to try to keep it interesting. But like I said, until I can find an auditor that's already established or confident, I'm a little nervous to go out and do it by myself. And I'm sure most of you can understand why. You might end up dead, you might end up in a cage. It's a little sketchy, so I don't know all the laws. I know what I know from watching these videos, and that's gotten me by so far, at least to keep them back and stop harassing me as much as they try. But again, I've got to look up laws on identifying photography, and they'll get tricky. They'll pull up some weird laws that you need to know on the spot. I can't quote a statute. I can't, I see so many of these videos that I've got those numbers in my head, but I don't know which state they're from. So I need to learn which laws in my state are, and I need to build myself a little book and keep it with me and study it for a while. So it might take a little while, but I'm pretty confident that I'm going to start doing First Amendment audits. If you guys will bear with me, might not be that soon, but eventually maybe I'll be a reputable auditor. And unfortunately, I have anger issues, especially when my rights are being violated. So that's something I got to work on. I got to try to calm myself down in those situations. That way I am the bigger man in the situation. I think I already mentioned Amagansett Press, one of my favorite auditors. If you ever watch one of his first videos, it's over a tag sale, and he's screaming and cussing at cops. You watch his videos a few years later, he is the most polite auditor I've ever seen. So it's a process. It's, you're in a stressful situation. To learn how to control your own temper in that situation probably might take some time. Again, appreciate you guys for subscribing, viewing. If you want to know what I'm cooking, got a little Cornish hen in there with some spicy oils and fennel all over it to try to see what fennel will taste like on a chicken. Constantly experimenting. Living in an RV. Gonna be cooking some green beans. Maybe make some green bean casserole. watching Big Bang Theory if you can hear it in the background. Hopefully I don't get a copyright charge for that. I'm new to this. I don't know. But appreciate the support, guys. Keep strong. Keep watching. If you can do more, do more. If you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. And that's another thing I heard from Amagansett Press. Just like, share, subscribe. That adds to the channel so much. And me being a tiny channel, I don't even care for that. I'm just saying, if that's all you can do, just do that. Show your friends. See what they think. I've got a friend that saw the video of the officer doing that, who's a felon, and stopped talking to me because I was poking the bear. So, you know, you'll learn some stuff about the people around you too, just by seeing how they feel about the videos. You know, my family thinks I'm crazy for doing all that, but what happened to me? Absolutely nothing. I didn't lose my job. I didn't get arrested. I didn't get a citation. He was in the wrong. The last time I got arrested, I still didn't lose my job, but I had to go to court every month for 7 months till it was dropped. Cost me, think about $140 a day, or $120 maybe. I can't remember exactly what I was getting paid. So yeah, it cost me almost $1,000 just going to court and taking days off of work. And I never got any compensation from it. So, I mean, it's a screwed up system, and I think everybody has to stand up to it in their own way. And if all you can do is just share these videos, that's at least doing something. That's spreading the word. Gonna stop rambling, get back to my Big Bang Theory. And I appreciate you guys for everything you're doing and everything you're saying. Have a good night.